Order.
It's gonna be a problem.
First on the docket, excuse me, cause number 33, the state of Jennifer Lee Stern.
Good morning, Your Honor. Cassandra McGarvey through Houston Volunteer Lawyers for Jaden Forsyth.
Lacey Rendon, attorney ad litem.
All right, you may proceed, Counsel.
My computer's not working.
Okay.
We'll do the oath. I'm so sorry. I just swear a minute.
Oh, yeah, we got it. So if you'll all raise your right hand, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
I do.
Yes.
Thank you.
I turned my camera on, but I can't see me. I'm sorry, I slammed the door.
That's quite all right. All right, now you may proceed, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. The first witness is Lisa Wilburn. Lisa Wilburn. Please state your name for the court.
Lisa K. Wilburn.
And were you well acquainted with the family of Jennifer Lee Stern?
Yes.
And how did you know the family of Miss Stern?
I have known Brenda since her mother since 1987. I've known Jenny since she was 6.
And when was the last time that you spoke with Jennifer Stern?
About a week before she passed away.
Was Miss Stern married at the time of her passing?
She was married. She was going through a divorce.
And what was the name of her husband at that time?
Matthew Lee Stern.
And had Jennifer Stern been previously married?
Yes.
And can you give us the names of her prior spouses?
Yes, her first husband was John Deemer. She married him in May of 2002, and they divorced in March of 2006. I'm sorry. And then James Forsyth, married in November of 2007 and divorced in June of 2012. She then married Ryan Moydell in July of 2012 and divorced in July of 2014. And Whitney Byram in September of 2018 to March of 2021. And then she married Matthew in June of 2024.
And did Jennifer Stern have any children?
She had 2 with James Forsyth, and that was Jaden and Jake Forsyth.
And within her marriages, did she ever formally adopt any of her spouse's children?
No.
To your knowledge, did Jennifer Stern have a will?
She at one point stated she did, but we have not found a will.
And what efforts have you assisted the family in trying to find the will?
Yes, we've looked through safes and filing cabinets and gone through her personal belongings, and we have not found anything.
Do you have a financial interest in this estate?
No.
I've asked the witness.
Can I proceed, Your Honor?
You may.
Follow-up questions. The 2 children, you may have said this already, were their names Jaden Forsyth and Jake Forsyth?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And those are the only 2 children that you ever heard of her talk about, correct?
Correct.
And there are no children living in her home the day she passed that had been living in her home that could turn around and claim adoption by estoppel?
No.
Okay. And are you being paid for your testimony today?
No.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Counselor Cunning, next witness.
All right, Your Honor, we call Lawrence Bush.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Bush, please state your name for the record.
My name is Lawrence Olin Bush.
And were you well acquainted with the family history of Jennifer Stern?
Yes.
And how are you acquainted with her family history?
Jennifer is my biological daughter.
And you've listened to the testimony of Miss Wilburn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. If I were to ask you all of the same questions that I asked Miss Wilburn, would you answer those questions in the same way?
Yes, I would.
To your knowledge, did Miss Stern have a will?
I swear Jennifer told me she had a will in her safe. And she was going through a divorce, And we were preparing, working up, having our divorce lawyer, her divorce lawyer, to create a new will because she had told me that she had a will from after her and James Forsythe, the kid's dad, divorced. And so we was going to prepare, once her divorce was final, to update and do all 7 new will forms, power of attorneys and all of that stuff. But I have not seen or found, I know the family hasn't found a will, and I've never seen it, but I swear she told me she had a will.
And have you assisted in searching for that will?
Somewhat, yes.
What have you done to help?
Well, I went and helped them go through the stuff at the house, and do what I could to help, but I have not been through her safe or any of that. That's Brenda and the kids have done that.
Okay. And based on what your understanding, there's been no will found.
No,
Do you have a financial interest in this estate?
no.
And just to be clear and confirm, Jaden, I apologize. Jaden and Jack are your only 2 grandchildren by Jennifer, correct?
Jaden and Jake, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Pass the witness.
Thank you. Just a follow-up question on the will. You said that your grandchildren had looked through the decedent's safe. Is that correct?
Yes. They
Okay.
told me, yes.
And there was no will found in there, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
That's
there
correct.
was. I'm sorry.
There was no will found, right?
Okay. Sorry about that. And then, are you being paid for your testimony today?
No.
Okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Counselor.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, so you asking the court to approve the judgment declaring heirship
Yes, Your Honor.
as presented. Ms. Renda,
No objections to the order, Your Honor.
I'm hereby approving the judgment declaring heirship. You want to proceed on the administration?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. We call Jaden Forsythe. Ms. Forsythe, please state your name for the court.
My name is Jaden Forsythe.
Were you acquainted with Jennifer Lee Stern?
Yes.
And how are you acquainted with Ms. Stern?
She's my mom.
And your mother passed away on February 16th, 2026?
Yes.
Okay. And 4 years have not elapsed since the date of her death?
No.
Okay. And she passed away in Chambers County, Texas?
Yes.
Okay. And was she a resident of Chambers County at the time of her death?
Yes.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge, did your mom have a will?
She stated that she did, but we haven't found one.
Please tell us, please explain to the court what you've done to locate this will.
We've looked through all of her personal belongings in her home. We went to her safety deposit box through the bank and got access to that, which there was not one in there. We've looked through all of her personal safety deposits at the house. Everything. There wasn't one.
And you know of no other location where that will could have been kept?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Is there a necessity for an administration of your mom's estate?
Yes.
Okay. And are you requesting the court to appoint you as an administrator of this estate?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Are you qualified to serve as the administrator?
Yes.
And are you qualified to accept letters of administration?
Yes.
Now, with regard to your mom's estate, she has the main item in her estate is her residence, correct?
Yes.
And what is the value of the residence?
The total property value is $326,200.
And is there a loan on that property?
Yes.
Do you recall the value or the amount of that mortgage?
Yes. It is $208,225.45.
And does your mother, or do you have, does your mother have any bank accounts?
She does.
Okay. And what is the approximate value of those bank accounts?
I don't know because multiple different sources kept charging her accounts. So right now they're overdrawn, to my knowledge.
Okay, all right. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
I have no questions, Your Honor.
All right, Your Honor, we are asking that the court enter an order authorizing letters of administration for Jaden Forsyth.
All right, what about the bond amount, Counselor?
We're requesting a bond currently of $10,000, and after the house or upon selling of the house, we would ask for the bond to be increased at that time.
Brendan, you agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I do. Sorry, I didn't know if you hear me.
That's okay. All right, I'm gonna approve the order authorizing letters of administration. Set the bond amount at $10,000. And also approve the court-appointed attorney fees. All right, I think that's all. Thank you all.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
day.
you, Your Honor.
Good. All right, call number 34, the state of Robert Freeman McKay.
Good morning, Judge Sylvia.
Mr. Mayo, how are you? You may proceed.
All right, and I was sworn with that other group, so.
Good.
My name is Colton W. Mayo, and I'm here to probate the will of Robert Freeman McKay, who passed on Valentine's Day, February 14th of 2026 in Baytown, Chambers County, Texas, at the age of 73. Having passed this past February, 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his death. He was a resident and had a fixed domicile and place of residence in Chambers County, Texas. And I'm looking at our scanned copy of the will you have there on file that was dated January 28th of 2004. And to the best of my knowledge, it was never revoked. A necessity does exist for the administration of his estate. No children were born to or adopted by him after the execution of this will. No marriage of his was dissolved after the execution of this will. The will does not name the state of Texas, an agency of the state, or charitable organization as a devisee. And the first named executor, Miss Deborah Lynn Carr, predeceased him. So Nathan Douglas, second named executor, is who we're working with, and he is not a convicted felon. He is qualified and not disqualified by law from accepting letters testamentary, and he's entitled by law to receive such letters. And we ask that you admit this will to probate, appoint Nathan Douglas as independent executor without bond, and waive appraisers, please.
So done. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you very much. Everybody have a good day.
Okay. All right, cause number 35, the state of Joseph Wesley Smith Jr. Benny.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Did we swear you witness him?
Yes, Your Honor. All the witnesses swore in with that first group.
All right, you may proceed.
All right. Are you Amanda Majid?
Yes.
And do you live at 9734 Keeneland Circle?
Yes.
In Mont Bellevue, Texas?
Yes.
Okay. And were you well acquainted with the family and marital history of Joseph Wesley Smith?
Yes.
And is it true that he died in Houston, Harris County, Texas?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, he died without a will?
Yes.
Okay. And to your knowledge, is it true that Mr. Smith was only married one time?
Yes.
And that was to Kimberly Ann Smith
Yes.
from January 18th, 2014
Yes.
until his death?
Yes.
All right. Is it true that Mr. Smith had two children, Ashley Smith and Alexis Smith?
Yes.
And to your knowledge, did Mr. Smith have any other children that he took into his home or raised as his own?
No.
All right. And is it correct that you have no financial interest in this estate?
No.
That's correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
All right.
I have no interest. Yeah.
Perfect. I'll pass the witness.
Clapper,
Good morning, Miss
Hi.
Majid. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I want to thank you for taking your time to assist me in preparing this report and contacting Miss Hebert and also contacting the applicant. All three of you ladies are very good friends, are you not?
Yes.
But you're not gaining anything by your testimony today.
No.
And you're not kin to Mr. Smith.
No.
Right. In going through the history of Mr. Smith, we determined that he had been adopted at the age of 8, and his name was changed from LeBlanc to the name of Joseph Wesley Smith
Yes, I knew he was
Jr.
adopted, but I don't know what his original name was.
Well, I think I found that out from the applicant. His original name was James Stephen LeBlanc. Is Kimberly here today?
Yes.
Was that right?
No, but we'll get it right when she comes up. How about that, Ms.
That'd
Clark?
be great. So you know that there are only two actual heirs to Mr. Smith's estate. Well, 3. Kimberly, the wife, and Alexis, his daughter, and then the Ashley,
Yes.
who was born prior to the marriage between Kimberly and Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Do you know of any other person who he had taken into his home to raise who would have a claim against the estate as in any manner?
No.
Oh. I think that's all the questions that I have of you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Our next witness, counselor.
All right, I call Arisha Abear. She's coming in right now, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Miss Abear, is it true that you live at 419 Hereford Drive in Crosby, Texas?
Yes.
And is it true that you're well acquainted with the family and marital history of Joseph Wesley Smith Jr.?
Yes.
Is it true that he died in Houston, Harris County, Texas?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, that he died without a will?
Yes.
All right. Is it true that Mr. Abear was married only one time to Kimberly Ann Smith?
Mr. Smith was only.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That you're right.
That'd be a whole different case right now.
Oh yeah, that would be. Is it true that Mr. Joseph Wesley Smith was married only one time, and that was to Kimberly Ann Smith?
Yes.
And that was from January 18th, 2014 until he passed away.
Yes.
Is it true that Mr. Smith had 2 children, Ashley and Alexis?
Yes.
And is it true that to the best of your knowledge, he never had any other children that he took into his home or gave you the reason to believe that they were his children?
Yes.
All right. And is it true that you have no financial interest in this estate?
That's true.
All right. I'll pass the witness.
Counselor.
Yes. We thank you also for taking the time to meet with me, to talk with me on the phone, and to provide us with your knowledge of Mr. Smith and his history. You have known him for how many years?
I actually known him since 2008.
All right. So you know that he was that his first child, Ashley Elaine Smith, was born prior to the marriage with Kimberly.
Yes, ma'am.
And that he had custody of her, even though some people questioned, but he actually had custody of Ashley during the time that she was being raised. There was a question of who the mother was, but that is not really relevant here because she is indeed the oldest child of Mr. Smith.
Yes. My understanding is he did not have custody of her. She lived with her mother for the majority of the time. There was a short time where she did live with Kimberly and Joe, but it was just for a very short time when she was a teenager.
All right. I think Kimberly can tell us more about that when she testifies, because there are some other facts that show the relationship between, is very clear between Ashley and Mr. Smith. So, but to your knowledge, there are 3 heirs: Kimberly, the wife, and the marriage ended at the time of his death. So they were married quite a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
And then Alexis and Ashley, the 2 girls. Do you know of anyone else who would have any claim to being Mr. Smith's direct heir that the court would need to know about?
No, ma'am.
And you don't gain anything except for helping out a friend that that you've known a long time and been very close with. That's the only reason you're here today.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want to thank you for your time and assistance.
You're welcome.
That's all, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bring your next witness, Counselor.
All right, I'll call Kimberly Smith.
You may proceed.
Hi, Miss Smith.
Hi.
Is it true that Joseph Wesley Smith Jr. died on February 9th, 2026 at the age of 48 in Houston, Harris County, Texas?
Yes, it is.
And at the time of his death, he was a resident of Chambers County, Texas.
Yes,
All right. And to the best of your knowledge, he died without a will.
correct.
All right. And there's a reason that you have to administer this estate. Is that correct?
Yes,
And is it true that all the distributees agree on the advisability of having an independent administration and that you should be appointed the independent administrator to serve without bond?
yes.
All right. And to the best of or your knowledge, is there any reason that you would be disqualified from being the administrator of this estate?
No, there's not.
All right. And you're asking the court to appoint you the administrator of the estate?
Yes.
All right. I'll pass the witness.
Good morning, Kimberly. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you doing?
Thank you for your help this past week in
Yes, ma'am.
preparing this report. I see that, in fact, you're the one who told me about the adoption at
Yes.
the age, at that early age, and what was his Timothy James LeBlanc was his initial at birth name,
Correct.
Mr. Smith. And then he was adopted at the age of 8 by Joseph Wesley Smith Sr. and given the name Joseph Wesley Smith Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And to your knowledge, for the court to understand Elaine's, because we could not find a birth certificate on Elaine, but she is his daughter, the oldest daughter.
Ashley.
Ashley. Okay, I'm getting that confused.
Yeah.
Ashley Elaine Smith. That's
Yes.
her full name. All right. And how old is she now?
She's 25. She'll be 26 in September.
All right. And she at different times during your marriage to Mr. Smith resided with you all, did she not?
Yes, ma'am.
And there was a custody case over in Harris County, if I recall.
In Chambers County.
Chambers County.
Yes.
All right.
So he did get custody of her when she was in junior high.
All right. So the two well, you are an heir because you're the wife, but the other two would be Ashley Elaine and Alexis Ann.
Yes,
and Alexis, she's what, 11 years old?
11. Yes,
Alexis. And you know of no one else who would be able to declare themselves or make a claim to be an heir of Mr. Smith, is there, to your knowledge?
No, ma'am.
And you've looked everywhere for a will, but there is none, correct?
There's not one, no.
All right, so there is a necessity for an independent executor, correct?
Yes.
And I thank you for your help today, and I wish you well in your duties.
Thank you.
Pass the witness, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Penny.
All right, Judge, we have no further witnesses.
All right, I'm gonna approve the order declaring heirship, grant independent administration, authorize letters of administration. Ms. Clapper, I assume you agree with the order declaring heirship.
I
after
do,
hearing the
Your Honor.
testimony?
I
Okay.
do, and I've signed it.
And I'm also gonna approve the attorney line fee. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
you,
Have a
Ron.
good day.
You too. All right, cause number 43, the state of Betty Joyce Sayers. Mr. Wilson. Good morning, sir.
How you doing, Judge?
I'm good. Do we swear you witness in?
Did y'all swear
We
in?
swore in with the
All
first.
right, so you may proceed.
All right. So first I'd like to call, I'm gonna use all four, all right? Sybil Catherine Sayers Chambliss. Okay, did you know Betty Joyce Sayers?
Yes, she was my mother.
And isn't it true that she died on March 13th, 2026 in Baytown, Texas?
Yes,
And she was 92 years old.
yes,
Prior to filing this, you saw her will and you reviewed her will that
Yes.
was dated December 24th, 1981.
yes,
And it did not appear to be altered or changed
no,
in any way.
no,
When that will was made, she was 18 years old, correct?
no. At
And
81?
she was at least 18
Oh,
years
yeah,
old.
she was at least 18 years
Okay.
old.
She was of sound mind when it was
When
executed.
it was executed, yes,
And she never revoked that will.
no,
4 years have not elapsed since your mother has passed.
no,
And your mother was a resident and had a domicile here in Chambers County, Texas.
yes, sir.
Were there any children born or adopted by your mother after the execution of the will?
No,
And in the will, there's no state or government agency or charitable organization that's named
no,
in the will. And she didn't receive any Medicaid benefits on her after March 2005.
no,
Are you, Sybil Catherine Sayers Chambliss, named in the will as co-independent executor of the decedent's estate without bond?
yes,
Are you disqualified by law from accepting these letters testamentary?
no,
Have you ever been convicted of a crime of theft, fraud, or any type of moral turpitude?
no,
Is there any reason why you should not be appointed by this court to be independent executor of the estate of Betty Joyce Sayers?
no,
Do you request that this court admit the will and the probate and issue you letters testamentary as co-independent executor without bond?
yes.
I have no further questions from this witness.
All right, everybody admits what a probate and authorize letters. Thank you, Counselor.
I do have one more witness,
Sir?
Your Honor. The-
You did?
the-
Okay.
The co-executor, let me bring him in here. It's her brother. It'll be real short and sweet.
Yeah, it is co-independent. So you may proceed on.
Your name is Randy Martin Sayers?
Yes,
And you were listed in the will as an individual to be a co-independent executor of your mother's estate without bond, correct?
yes,
And you're not disqualified from accepting these letters, are you?
no,
And have you ever been convicted of a crime of theft, fraud, or any type of moral turpitude?
no,
Is there any reason why you should not be appointed by this court to be the co-independent executor of the estate of Betty Joyce Sayers?
no,
And are you also requesting that this court admit the will and the probate and issue letters testamentary as co-independent executor without bond?
yes.
No further questions from this witness, Your Honor.
Not, no other witnesses, correct?
No other witnesses.
All right, I admit the will to probate and appoint co-executors. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, cause number 69, the state of Ronald L. Patterson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jarrett LaRochelle for the applicant.
Good morning, Counselor, and you may proceed. Hey, Janae.
Hi, Mr. Jimmy.
Ms.
You may
Patterson,
proceed,
would you-
Counselor.
thank you, Your Honor. Would you please state your name for the court?
Janae Patterson.
And we're here for the estate of Ronald L. Patterson. What is your relationship to the decedent, Mr. Patterson?
My grandfather.
And did your grandfather pass on May 21st, 2026 in Mont Bellevue, Chambers County, Texas?
Yes, he did.
And had he reached the age of 80 years?
Yes.
And 4 years have not elapsed since he passed?
No.
And does the court have jurisdiction and venue over the estate of the decedent because he had a domicile and fixed place of residence here in Chambers County on the date of his death?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, did the decedent leave a will that was signed on April 11th, 2024?
Yes.
And was the will self-proven with the 2 subscribing witnesses and the notarization?
It was, yes.
And is there a necessity for the administration of this estate?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, was the will that's been filed with the court ever revoked by your grandfather?
No.
And was any state governmental agency of the state or charitable organization named as a devisee in the will?
No.
And after the date of the will, was any child born to or adopted by your grandfather?
No.
And was any marriage of your grandfather dissolved after the will?
No.
Were you named to serve as independent executor and to act independently without bond or other security?
Yes.
And is there any reason that you would be disqualified by law from accepting letters testimony or serving as executrix?
No.
Your Honor, we're requesting that the will be admitted to probate, that Ms. Patterson be appointed the independent executor. No interested party has made a request, and this is not a taxable estate, so we don't believe appraisers would be necessary.
Go down. Thank you, Counselor. Good night. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You may be. All right, cause number 71, the interest of Danila Androvic.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good
Well-
morning, Your Honor.
Okay. You
Neil
may
Wilson
proceed.
here on behalf of the guardian, Dorothy Harantmanack.
You may proceed, Counselor.
Okay, Ms. Harantmanack, you're the mother of the ward in this case, Danila Filipov, correct?
That's correct.
And you were appointed the guardian of her estate back on September 29th of 2023 in Probate Court number 2 of Harris County, Texas, correct?
Danila is a male, so yes, other than that, that's correct.
Excuse me. Yes, and he is a minor, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and how old is he today?
He's 16 today.
16. Okay, and you qualified as his guardian on November 1st, 2023, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and since your date of qualification, you've administered his guardianship in accordance with the provisions of the Texas Estates Code, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and the ward currently resides with you in Chambers County, correct?
That's correct.
And how long have you and the ward been residing in Chambers County?
We moved here in March of 2025.
Okay, and based on the fact that Danilo, that his permanent address and residence is now in Chambers County, is it your contention today that you're asking the court to transfer his guardianship to Chambers County?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and that you in Harris County had a corporate surety bond on file with the court that was still in good standing and still remains in effect, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, Your Honor, I have no more questions for the witness.
Okay, no questions from the court. No other testimony, Counselor?
No, Your Honor.
All right, well, I hereby approve the transfer of guardianship. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And we actually have 2 guardianships.
Yeah,
for
cause
this.
number 72, the interest of Yana Shannon Filipov.
Yes.
And you may proceed on.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Harantmanack, you are the mother of the ward, Yana Shannon Filipov, correct?
Yes.
And you were appointed as such on September 29th, 2023, and qualified on November 1st of 2023, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And you are still serving in your capacity as the guardian of Yana's estate, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And you currently have a corporate surety bond through SureTech, which is still in good standing on file with the court that you're asking to transfer as well, correct?
That's correct.
And the ward currently resides with you in Chambers County, correct?
That's correct.
And you take care of all her daily needs?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you're asking the court today that due to the fact, or sorry, Your Honor, when did you move to Chambers County?
In March of 2025.
Okay. And so based on the fact that Yana has been residing in Chambers County with you for over a year, you're asking the court to transfer her guardianship from Harris County to Chambers County, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
No questions, Counselor. Hereby approve the order, transfer the guardianship. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
All right, cause number 74, the state of Dennis Wayne Hutter. Good morning, neighbor.
How are you?
Laura, you may proceed.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you. I'll call my witness Denise Hutter. Could you please state your for the court?
Barbara Denise Turner Hutter.
Actually, Your Honor, we need to swear her in. I'm sorry.
Okay, raise your right hand, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Hutter, your husband was Dennis Wayne Hutter, also known as Deke Hutter. Is that correct?
Yes.
And he died on June 15th, 2026 at Baytown, Harris County, Texas at the age of 70, correct?
Yes.
So 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his death, correct?
Right.
And he was a resident of Chambers County at the time of his death, correct?
Yes.
And we filed a document with this court dated September 4th, 2025 that purports to be his last will and testament. Is that document, to your knowledge, his last will and testament?
It is.
And to the best of your knowledge, did he ever revoke that will?
No, he didn't.
Okay, and there is a necessity to administer his estate, correct?
Yes.
And there's no state, governmental agency of the state, or charitable organization named in the will as a devotee, correct?
Right.
And he did not have any children born to or adopted by him after he wrote that will, correct?
Correct.
And no divorces after he wrote that will?
No.
And his will names you to serve as independent executor without bond or other security, correct?
Correct.
And you are not disqualified from serving as an independent executor, correct?
Correct.
You've never been convicted of a felony or a crime of moral turpitude, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, we would ask that the will of Dennis Wayne Hutter be admitted to probate and that Barbara Denise Hutter be appointed independent executor to serve without bond and that appraisers be waived.
Done. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you.
Denise, take care.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Just
All right, cause number 76, state of Dalton Williams Jenkins. Mr.
That's-
Penny,
Good morning, Judge.
you may proceed.
That's
I'm
I'm the applicant's attorney,
Where are you? I'm sorry.
Lori Walsh.
Hey, Lori.
My client, Cassie Webworth. Mr. Penny is the ad litem.
You may proceed.
I'll call my first witness, Julian Lozier. Ms. Lozier, could you please state your full name for the court?
Lozier.
Yes. And how were you acquainted with Dalton William Jenkins, the decedent?
I have known Dalton and the family since he was born.
You were a family friend?
Yes.
And did Mr. Jenkins pass away on March 21st, 2026 in Baytown, Chambers County, Texas?
Yes.
He was 33 years old at the time of his death. Is that correct?
Yes.
And he resided in Chambers County, Texas at the time of his death?
Yes.
Do you have any personal knowledge of whether Mr. Jenkins had a will?
No, I do not.
Did you ever have any conversations with him about whether he had a will or sought a lawyer to write a will?
No.
Mr. Jenkins was married at the time of his death, correct?
Yes.
Who was he married to?
He was married to Cassie Weckworth.
Did you know him to have been married to anyone other than Cassie during his lifetime?
No.
And he and Cassie had 3 children, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Who are those children?
The children are Quincy, Quinny, Birdie, and Waylon.
So that would be Quincy Monroe Jenkins, Birdie Iris Jenkins, and Seth Waylon Jenkins, is that correct?
Yes.
Do you know of any other children born to or adopted by Mr. Jenkins?
No, I do not.
And did you ever know him to have taken in any children and raised them as an adopted child?
No.
And you don't stand to inherit from Mr. Jenkins' estate, is that correct?
That's true. I do not.
And we have not compensated you in any way for your testimony today, is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. Penny.
And Ms. Lozier, just one quick question.
Sure.
Mr. Jenkins never took any other children into his home that could have been construed as his children. Is that correct?
No, he did not.
All right, I'll pass the witness.
I call you next witness, Counselor.
Thank you. I'll call Kelly Jenkins. Ms. Jenkins, could you please state your full name for the court?
You are muted, Miss Jenkins.
Where'd she go?
There I am. Sorry.
There you
Sorry about
are.
that.
That's okay.
Kelly, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
There she is. Kelly, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Can you please state your full name for the court?
Kelly Jenkins.
And how did you know Dalton William Jenkins, the decedent?
He was our nephew
And how long did you know him?
for over 30 years.
And did he pass away on March 21st, 2026 in Baytown, Chambers County, Texas at the age of 33?
Yes,
And he was a resident of Chambers County at the time of his death, correct?
correct.
And to the best of your knowledge, did Mr. Jenkins have a will?
Do not know. I'm not sure.
Was that is something that you had never talked to him about?
Correct. I never talked to him about it.
And he was married to Cassie Weckworth at the time of his death, is that correct?
That's correct.
And they had 3 children, Quincy, Birdie, and Seth Whalen, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you know of him to have any other children born to or adopted by him?
No,
Did you ever know him to have taken in any children and raised them as an adopted child?
no,
And you don't stand to inherit from Mr. Jenkins' estate, correct?
that's correct.
And we have not compensated you in any way for your testimony today, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you. I'll pass the witness.
Thank you.
Hi, Miss Jenkins. Just really quickly, did you ever know Dalton to be around any other children that could have possibly claimed to be his?
No.
All right, I'll pass the witness.
Thank you.
Counselor.
Your Honor, that's all we have on the airship. We are agreeing on the fees for Mr. Penny.
All right, Mr. Penny, you agree to the judgment declaring airship?
I do.
I'm going to approve that and also approve your fees. And Counselor, you may proceed on the administration.
Okay, Your Honor, I'll call my client, Cassie Weckworth. Ms. Weckworth, could you please state your full name for the record?
Cassie Weckworth.
And how?
Cassie, your camera went off. I don't know what happened. You got a little cutie on there now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you, we just can't see you anymore.
Okay.
There you are.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Counselor.
Thank you. Could you please state your full name for the court?
Yes, Cassie Weckworth.
And how were you acquainted with Dalton Jenkins, the decedent?
My husband, I'm his wife.
And did your husband pass away on March 21st, 2026 in Baytown, Chambers County, Texas at the age of 33?
Yes.
And he was a resident of Chambers County at the time of his death, correct?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, did your husband have a will?
No, ma'am. Not that I know of.
Was that something that you had ever discussed with him?
No, ma'am.
Did you or anyone else do a search of his belongings after his death and find anything that resembled a will?
No, ma'am.
And to your knowledge, had he ever been married to anyone prior to your marriage?
No.
And you and Mr. Jenkins have 3 children, is that correct?
Yes.
And as their guardians, you have filed waivers on their behalf that you would serve as independent administrator of his estate, is that correct?
Yes.
And you're asking the court to appoint you as independent administrator without bond, is that correct?
Yes.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony or a crime of moral turpitude?
No.
You know of any other reason why the court should not appoint you as independent administrator?
No.
And your husband's estate is not taxable, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I have nothing further. We would ask that Cassie Weckworth be appointed independent administrator without bond and that appraisers be waived.
Go down. Thank you, Counselor. Cassie, take care.
Thank you.
May we be dismissed?
You may be.
Thank you.
All right, cause number 80, the state of Michael Joseph DeLon.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Good.
You may proceed.
Judge Brandon Benoit here on behalf of the estate or the applicant, Bernie Marie DeLone. Michael Joseph DeLone passed away on May 7th, 2026 in Beaumont, Jefferson County, Texas. At the time of his death, he had a fixed place of residence in Winnie, Chambers County, Texas. He died leaving a will that was dated August 24th, 2020. That will is self-proof. It's provided by the Estates Code. That will has not been revoked to the best of my knowledge. It's not been more than 4 years since he passed away. He had no children born to or adopted by him after the execution of the will. He was not married or divorced after its execution. That will names his wife, Bernie Marie DeLone, to serve as independent executor, to serve without bond. There are no state or governmental agencies or charitable organizations named as devotees. I would ask that the will be admitted to probate, that Bernie Marie DeLone be appointed as independent executor to serve without bond, and that appraisers be waived.
Hold on. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Okay. Hi, cause number 82, the state of Robert Crawley.
Present, Your Honor, Kurt Andreessen on behalf of the applicant, and I have Brent Crawley to get testimony.
Good morning, Brent. You may proceed, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brent, please state your name for the record.
Jeremy Brent Crawley.
And Robert Ray Crawley was your father, is that correct?
Correct.
And is it true that he died on February the 23rd, 2026 in Baytown, Texas at the age of 71 years?
That is correct.
And 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his death, is that correct?
That is correct. It is not.
And is it true that your father was domiciled and had a fixed place of residence here in Chambers County at the time of his death?
He did.
Now, the document, which is dated December the 3rd, 2014, which has been presented to the court, a copy of which was presented to the court as your father's last will and testament. You have seen that document, is that correct?
That is correct.
And can you confirm to the court that that is, in fact, your father's last will?
Yes.
And he never revoked it as far as you know?
No, he never revoked it.
Now, you did undertake a diligent search for the original will, but you were not able to find it. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You searched his house and any other place where you thought the will might be, and it was your conclusion that the will was simply misplaced, correct?
Absolutely. Yes, I searched very hard for it and could not find it. He had told me where he thought it was, but I could not locate it.
Okay. And he never indicated to you at any time that he had revoked his will?
Oh, no.
Okay. And is it true that there is a need for an administration of this estate for you to be appointed as the independent executor?
Yes.
Okay. And is it true that there were no children born to or adopted by your father after the date of the will in 2014?
No, there were not.
Okay. And there was no marriage dissolved after that date, is that correct?
He did have a divorce. I cannot remember what the date of the divorce was, but it was before he passed.
Okay. But it was after the date of the will?
What was the date of the will?
It was, the date of the will was December the 3rd, 2014?
It was after that, yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I'll provide that information in Mr. Crawley's proof of death. Now, the will does not name the state or governmental agency of the state or a charitable organization as a beneficiary. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And going back to that that question about the divorce, he was not married at the time of his death. Is that correct?
No, he was not. He was many years removed.
Okay.
From the divorce.
And the will names you to serve without bond or other security as the independent executor. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And as far as you know, you're not disqualified from serving. You've never been convicted of a felony or of crime involving moral turpitude. Is that correct?
Never.
Okay. And you're asking the court to award you letters testamentary. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Your Honor, we ask that the will be admitted to probate, that Mr. Crawley be appointed the independent executor without bond. And as this is a non-taxable estate, we've asked that appraisers be waived.
So done. Thank you, Counselor. Take care, Brent.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, cause number 83, the state of Elder Francis Sherman. No wonder he went by Bubba.
Yes.
Never knew his real name. You may say, Counselor.
Technical thing first, Judge, since we may have some overlap, is the audio fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my machine up just a little bit. All right. Yeah, this Bubba will probably be the only elder you've ever met.
Yep.
All right. Now I have with me, you're gonna learn another new name. I have with me Mary Rebecca Sherman, who we know as Becky.
Yay, Becky.
And so we're asking that you admit Bubba's will to probate as a muniment of title only because of no administration is needed, and I will start the examination. Now, Becky, you were sworn as a witness, correct?
Correct.
All right, and you're here to offering for probate the last will and testament of your husband, Elder Francis Sherman Jr., who we know as Bubba, for probate as a muniment of title only, because all the debts are paid and there's no administration needed, and you survived Bubba and you're the sole devisee, and so it should be a simple probate, correct?
Correct.
All right. Now I have provided to you a document called Proof of Death and Other Facts. It's a 2-page document. You're going to sign it when you are finished testifying. And have you read it?
Yes, sir.
Are the statements in there correct?
Yes.
And do you want the court to accept this as part of your testimony and the evidence in this probate proceeding?
Yes.
All right. Now, is it true that that at the time Bubba died, he was 69 years old, and he died 24 October 2024 in Harris County, Texas?
Correct.
And at that time, he resided and was domiciled in Chambers County, Texas, with you at 185 Sherman Woods Drive, Wallaceville, Texas 77597.
Correct.
And that was formerly known as 239 Sherman Woods Drive.
Yes.
Okay. And is it also true that well, he was married to you, so that terminated the marriage. The judge, do you have the original will with you?
I do.
Okay. Becky, you see where we submitted the original will to the court? Can you identify this as Bubba's last will and testament?
Yes.
All right. And Judge, I would ask you to look to, it is a self-proving will. It's got a self-proving affidavit to it. Does your will have that?
It does, Counselor.
All right, thank you. Now, at the time Bubba did this will, it's dated May 11th of 2018. You see that?
Yes.
Is it true that Bubba did not have any children born to or adopted by him after that date?
Correct.
Okay. Is it also true that neither the state or a charity or a governmental agency or anybody like that is a devisee? He didn't name them under the will.
No.
So that's true.
True.
All right. And let's see. Oh, is it also true that Bubba did not apply for nor receive any Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st, 2005?
Correct.
All right. Judge, we ask that you would admit the will to probate as a muniment of title and waive any requirement of the affidavit of distribution being done because she's the sole devisee.
So now, Counselor, thank you so much. Take care, Becky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cause number 85, the state of Catherine Hyde Kinney. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you this morning?
I'm good. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Catherine Hyde Kinney is deceased. She died in Mont Belvieu in Chambers County on March 21st, 2026, at the age of 83. She had no children born to or adopted by her after the execution of the will that's before the court. That will is dated January 13th of 2025. She was also not divorced after the execution of that will, nor did she have any adopted children. She named Julie Perez from Chambers County and Baytown as her independent executor. I know of no reason why Julie would be disqualified from acting as such. She did not name a governmental agency, the state, or a charity as Deb Z under her will. Your Honor, in 4 years have not elapsed between her date and the present date of this will for probate. It is self-proved. Your Honor, it's a non-taxable estate, and we would ask that the appraisers be waived.
Admit the will of probate and authorize letters. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good to see you.
You too. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Last but not least, cause number 86, State of Linda Phelps. Mr. McCall, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Your name is Randall Sawyer.
Yes, sir.
Your mother was Linda Phelps.
Yes, sir.
She passed away on June 23rd of this year.
Yes, sir.
And she had her fixed place of residence in Chambers County on the day she passed away.
Yes, sir.
She had a valid written will dated May 1st of this year.
Yes, sir.
And so far as you know, she never amended or revoked that will.
Yes, sir. Not that she did.
Okay. And she didn't have any children born to her, adopted to her after the day of the will?
No, sir.
She didn't get divorced after the day of the will?
No, sir.
She didn't leave anything to any charity, state, or governmental entities in the
No,
will?
sir.
The will names you to be the independent executor and to serve without bond?
Yes, sir.
And you're not disqualified in any way from serving? You're not a felon or anything?
No,
like
sir.
that? Okay. And you're asking that the court approve your application, admit her will to probate, and name you as the independent executor?
Yes, sir.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Probate and authorize letter. Thank you, sir. You guys have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.